Okay. Hey everybody, I'm James Norton. Welcome to my first ever video for my new show, James Talks About Countries. This is going to be the show where I talk about the places of planet Earth. All of you may know these places when you learned about it in school. Some of you may know it, but are still in school. But let's get started. Okay, this continent I'm first starting with is Europe, with this country, Lisbon, Portugal. It's um it's a place in Europe and they speak Portuguese. So let's get started with the first episode. Lisbon is the capital and the largest city of Portugal with a population of 552,700 within its administrative limits in an area of 1,000.05 kilometers. Its urban area extends beyond the city's administrative limits with a population of around 2.7 million people, being the 11th most populous urban area in the European Union. About 2.8 million people live in the Lisbon metropolitan area, which represents approximately 27% of the country's population. It is the largest westernmost city located in continental Europe, as well as the westernmost capital city and the only one along the Atlantic coast. Lisbon lies in the western Iberian Peninsula on the Atlantic Ocean and the River Tagus. Lisbon is recognized as a global city because of its important um, finance, commerce, media, entertainment, arts, international trade, education, and tourism. It is one of the major economic centers on the continent, with a growing financial sector and one of the largest container ports on Europe's Atlantic coast. Lisbon Portugal Airport serves over 18 million passengers annually as of 2014, and the motorway network and the high-speed rail system of Alpha Pendular link the main cities of Portugal. The city is the seventh most visited city in southern Europe, after Istanbul, Rome, Barcelona, Madrid, Athens, and Milan, with 1,740,000 tourists in 2009. The Lisbon region contributes with the highest GDP PPP per capita of any other region in Portugal. It also ranks as the 10th highest GDP of metropolitan areas in the EU, amounting of 110 billion euros and thus 39 euros 375 per capita, 40% higher than the average European Union's GDP per capita. The city occupied 32nd place of highest gross earnings in the world. Most of the headquarters of multinationals in the country are located in the Lisbon area. It is also the political center of the country, as it is government and residence of the head of the service estate. Lisbon is one of the oldest cities in the world, and the oldest in Western Europe, predating other modern European capitals such as London, Paris, Rome by centuries. Julius Caesar made it a claim called Philippus Julia, adding to the name Olispio. I don't know. It's hard to say that. Ruled by a series of Germanic tribes from the 5th century, it was captured by the Moors in the 8th century. In 1147, the Crusaders under Alfonso Henriques reconquered the city, and since then it has been a major political, economic, and cultural center of Portugal. Unlike most capital cities, Lisbon's status as the capital of Portugal has never been granted or confirmed officially by statute or in written form. Its position as the capital has formed through constitutional convention, making its position as de facto capital part of the Constitution of Portugal. Lisbon enjoys a Mediterranean climate. Among all the metropolises in Europe, it has the warmest winters with average temperatures 15 degrees Celsius, 59 point Fahrenheit, during the day and 8 degrees Celsius, 46 point Fahrenheit, at night from December to February. The typical summer season lasts from 6 months, from May to October, although also in April temperatures sometimes reach about 25 point Fahrenheit, I believe. Wait, I said that. Oh, Celsius, right. 77.0 point Fahrenheit. Well, and that's all for the first episode of James Talks About Countries. I hope you enjoyed this series as much as I do. Make sure to give the video a big thumbs up. Leave in the comments if you've been to Lisbon, Portugal. I'm going to go there sometime, probably in the future, especially all these other places I'm going to talk about really soon, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Well, guys, my name is James Norton. I'll see you on my next episode of James Talks About Countries. Peace out, home dogs.